Hey, this is Monique Nubia Sunshine coming to you this afternoon to talk to you about grounding. And what grounding is, in my terminology, being rooted to yourself, being rooted to your family, being rooted to your sense of survival, being rooted to your financial um, situations, your associations, your community, your work, and who you are as an individual on this earth. And the reason why I talk about grounding today is because many of us feel as though we are so disconnected from all of those things on some level. I know sometimes I do have issues where I don't have a good sense of grounding, where my life work balance is off. You know, when my work is here and my life is here, or sometimes it's the other way around. And keeping myself focused and grounded is so important because I tend to lose a sense of that, a sense of balance when it comes to those things. So, as I talk to you today, I'm going to be sharing with you some crystals and stones, as well as some meditation techniques in grounding and how we can reconnect ourselves by using the tools of this earth and using ourselves, our mind body power, in order to generate our grounding to get us back grounded and get us aligned. So, as I talk to you today, I'm going to show you a couple of stones, and I'm just going to read off a list of stones that are excellent for grounding meditations. And just to talk about more about grounding is how I visualize grounding as me being a tree rooted to the earth with my grounding piece, which is my first chakra, which is called the root chakra. It is also called Maldahara in Sanskrit terms. If you do chakra meditation and alignment, you know what that is. And it is affiliated with the color red, as I mentioned in previous videos. And as we are connected to our roots, our family, our sense of survival, our financial situations, and our sexual being and who we are on this earth, it is encompassing with our root chakra from the base of our spine to the soles of our feet. So when you're walking, your legs are affiliated with it. So your knees are affiliated with your root chakra, your skin being your foundation of your shell, and as well as lower back situations all come from that rooted chakra area. And the stones that are very helpful in keeping you grounded and helping you in meditation, or if you just decide to carry them in general, which I do, I carry them in general and I use them in meditation, are very powerful in helping you realign yourself outside of breathing techniques, as well as your diet and what you eat, and how you consistently bring positive energy into your body and removing negative energy outside of the body. So it's very helpful to have all of these tools that are within us and that is around us to be able to help us get back grounded. So the stones that will help you get grounded are smoky quartz, and I had talked about smoky quartz earlier this week. Very important stone. Tiger's eye, red jasper, or any jasper for that matter. I have another jasper here, which is like a golden jasper. It's a very beautiful stone. Brown argonite, which I don't have. And I don't have it here with me. I'm traveling, so a lot of my stones are back home in New York. But I do have a few of them with me that I can show you. Hematite, which is one of my favorites, grounding stones. And I have plenty of these, and my son actually carries these around all the time as well. Um, Black onyx, and I have plenty of those as well. Um, Garnet and ruby, but these are black onyx. So, black onyx. And garnet, ruby, black canite, Apache tears. My Apache tears is around here somewhere. I was meditating with it the other day, and I'm sure she's hiding from me because I always use her. Uh, but very powerful grounding stone. Black moonstone. bloodstone, which is a very beautiful and interesting stone. It is said with bloodstone, and as you can see, it has specks of red in it. But it is said in bloodstone was one of the stones that was founded around the time where they talked about where Jesus Christ was crucified. His blood dripped on the stones, and thus we have this beautiful bloodstone. So it's a nice little story behind it. Whether you believe in whatever you believe in, it's still a beautiful stone nonetheless. So turquoise, which is also a very good grounding stone. Septarian stone. And I wish I had a picture of it so you could get to see what it looks like. It's a very beautiful stone. Sardonyx, and Dalmatian jasper. So again, it's smoky quartz, tiger's eye, red jasper, brown aragonite, hematite, black onyx, garnet, ruby, black kyanite, Apache tears, black moonstone, bloodstone, turquoise, septarian stone, sardonyx, and Dalmatian jasper. Those are great grounding stones that will get you or keep you rooted to the earth and help you be able to find yourself in a place of being grounded. Now, one of the things that I do in grounding meditation, because it is affiliated with my root chakra, sometimes I focus on one particular chakra to meditate on. And when I am feeling a sense of dislocation from my family, when we have family issues, even just in little disagreements and things like that, that might set your center off or may set your energy a little different. You want to try to connect to that. So I do something called a walking meditation. And the walking meditation is excellent because it allows me to utilize my root chakra area where I solely focus on my root chakra. I focus on my feet. I focus on my legs and my knees, my thighs, and my sacrum area, or my lower back area where my coccyx tailbone is. And I focus mainly on that in walking. And I pay attention to my steps. With every breath that I take in, I take my step up. And then with every breath that I take out, I release and put my foot down, sinking further into the ground or into the floor. With each step, like again, I step up, I take a breath in and absorbing everything from the earth, coming up into my body and filling my body up to the top of my head, and then breathing it all out and sinking the body further into the ground, relaxing, but also paying attention to my movements and where I'm going. And I usually keep my eyes open. I don't close my eyes. So I just take breath in and then breath out. And always allowing the breath to come in the nose so to circulate. You don't get headaches when you don't breathe properly. I mean, you get headaches when you don't breathe properly, but if you breathe properly, you won't get headaches during that breathing process. So I continue to do that as I'm walking, and I do that for like a 3-minute session, and you don't need anything longer than that unless you really want to do some deep meditation. And it's very hard to go into a deep meditative state when you're walking, but it can be done. So I encourage that. Now, how I use the stones in that meditation, I either have them in my pockets or I'll have them, around my neck in a chain. And I don't carry all of them. I might have just one or have it in my hands as I'm walking, or I have my hands open and allow myself to walk and breathe and have them there. Also, another meditation technique that I do is I go into a park, and when I do a morning run in the park, I find myself in a place of going to an area where there's grass, and I take off my shoes and my socks, and I allow myself to feel the earth with my feet. And even though people think it's not safe to do that because they're antibacterial, this and that, we can always wash ourselves and clean all that off. That is the whole purpose of having water and bathing. We can do those things. So I don't find any problem by touching the earth. In that, I stand up like a tree, and as I said before, my legs being the trunk of my tree, rooting me to earth and allowing me to plant myself by allowing my feet to touch the ground and taking a deep breath from the earth all the way in. Now, as before I do that, I position myself specifically so that I feel as though I am a rooted tree. And I stand and I bend my knees a little bit, slightly, and I push my pelvic area out, and I have my arms out like I'm hugging, but actually holding my tree. And as I'm holding my tree, I position myself, I close my eyes, and I take a deep breath from the earth, through my legs, through my spine, through my abdominal, through my chest, through my throat, through my third eye, into the top of my head. And then I release, bringing it back down. As I'm still releasing, and as I release, I allow myself to become more grounded, more rooted, sinking my feet and my body into the earth. Not allowing myself to have all my weight in the feet, but balancing it throughout my body and allowing myself to be rooted. And with each breath, I do the same thing. I allow it to go through all my other chakras to the top of my head and then bring it back down. And as I bring it back down, I allow myself to sink further into the ground in relaxation. So when I do something like that and I do my standing, I call it my tree pose. I also have my stones in a circle around me, all of my grounding stones, because I want that powerful connection to the earth, the connection to the sun, feeling the air, feeling myself become one where there is no separation. And it's so important, and I do that for quite, sometimes I spend 20 minutes in it, sometimes I spend 3 minutes, and it's powerful. Whatever feels good to you and however you want to be able to do your meditations, I leave them up to you. But these are just some ideas from Nubia, along with the crystals and stones. And I hope I've been helpful to you, and I thank you. Check out my YouTube page where I do more meditations, and I talk more about crystals and stones. I can talk to you in detail about each individual one if you connect to me on my Facebook page at Nubia Sunshine at facebook.com. And if you connect, you get yourself a nice little 4-pack of powerful energy stones that you can meditate with and begin your journey on getting grounded or getting yourself centered. So I thank you so much for joining me. Have a good day. Namaste.